you go on CNN. And I want to play a quick clip of that exchange you had with Dana Bash this weekend, where she talks about comments that Congresswoman Pressley made about you. Take a listen.
To say that she represents and she is a modern version of a KKK, which, as you know, was dedicated to the subjugation and violence against Black people. How on earth is she a modern Grand Wizard of that kind of organization?
Let's be intellectually honest and get to the heart of what this debate ought to be about. There is a worldview that says that the remedy to past discrimination is present discrimination, that if you're Black or brown, you have to have a particular point of view. That's from Ibram Kendi. That's from Ayanna Pressley, the people I quoted in my speech yesterday.
But can you have an intellectually honest conversation when you accuse her of being a Grand Wizard of the KKK? Can you have that intellectually honest discussion with that kind of rhetoric?
Yes, I can, Dana, because the point I'm highlighting is that even the people who, in good spirit, we all agree that the KKK was an awful organization that is a toxic stain in our national history. So given that we can start from that point of agreement, now that allows us to say, well, who actually sounds more like that organization today? The people who are calling for more racial discrimination on the basis of skin color.
Okay, so here's what I found interesting about that clip. Not your response. I'm going to leave that to others. What I found interesting is this, because you have been a champion of going after woke capitalism, woke policy. The default was what Congresswoman Pressley said about you was okay. She attacked you for the color of your skin and not abiding by this idea that you have to have this view of the world based on the color of your skin. That was never a concern to CNN. Right? Their concern was, here's your response to her basically racist proposition that if you have a certain color skin, which is what Congresswoman Pressley attacked you for, you must believe in this. I get a kick out of the fact that these guys have there was nothing wrong in their view with what Congresswoman Pressley said. It was your response that they went after.
I stand by my response, by the way.
That's fine, but don't you think that's ridiculous? It's
laughable but predictable. It's laughable but predictable. The idea, I just want to dissect it for a second, Sean. The idea that the color of your skin should restrict what you say. I can't think of a more racist idea. I think the Grand Wizard of the KKK, in the height of their heyday, would say, you know what, if you have a certain skin color, you better shut up, sit down, and do as you're told. And that's exactly what the likes of Ibram Kendi and Ayanna Pressley say today. Shut up, sit down, and do as you're told. If you're not a Black or brown face that has a Black or brown voice, we have no use for you. I think it's racist. It's racist at its core. It's the definition of what it means to be toxic and racist. And I'm calling that out for what it is. And I know that made a lot of the left suffer from, I would say, an anaphylactic response and have a mental conniption. But the reality is we need to close the gap between what people say in private and public, start talking openly again. And if I had to guess, the way Dana Bash approached that interview, in her heart of hearts, she probably agrees with me too. But they have to follow the script that's handed from on high in the modern progressive orthodoxy. And I don't adhere to anybody's script, certainly not that one. And so I think that's why we're having a lot of fun in this race. And, you know, they call it the Overton window, Sean, that space of what you're allowed to say in public. This campaign is running a truck through that Overton window, and I'm having a lot of fun doing it.